Imagine driving through a massive tunnel that promises to revolutionize travel in Melbourne, but then learning that safety experts are raising alarms about its readiness. That's the gripping reality facing Victorians right now with the West Gate Tunnel, a multi-billion-dollar engineering marvel that's sparking heated debates. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it reckless to open it up for public exploration before all safety tests are done? Or is the government right to showcase this game-changer early? Let's dive in and unpack the details, step by step. So even if you're new to Melbourne's infrastructure projects, you'll grasp the big picture. The Victorian government is once again standing firm on the safety of the West Gate Tunnel, a colossal $10.2 billion project designed to ease traffic congestion by providing a direct link from the west to the Port of Melbourne. To put it simply, this tunnel aims to cut down on the daily grind of bumper-to-bumper commutes for thousands of drivers in the western suburbs, potentially saving time and reducing pollution. Yet, as thousands of Melburnians got their first hands-on glimpse during a special Discovery Day event, where over 50,000 people walked through the tunnel, the spotlight has intensified on potential risks. This sneak peek happened ahead of the tunnel's full vehicle opening by year's end, but not without drama. The United Firefighters Union, UFU, strongly advised against it, urging the government to cancel the event due to serious safety worries. Picture this: firefighters gathered outside on a Sunday morning, distributing pamphlets to explain their concerns, a clear signal that they believe the tunnel isn't ready for human entry. UFU Secretary Peter Marshall emphasized that no one should venture in until comprehensive scenario testing is completed. He highlighted real fears, like the uncertainty of radio communications in a crisis, which could leave responders in the dark. And this is the part most people miss. In emergencies, some exits involve treacherous maintenance tunnels with steep 8-degree inclines, high-voltage equipment, and potential for unbreathable air, making escape a nightmare without proper testing. Marshall went on to call the event irresponsible, arguing it should be postponed until these critical issues are ironed out. It's a stark reminder that infrastructure isn't just about concrete and steel. It's about human lives, especially in a city prone to disasters like bushfires or accidents. For beginners wondering why this matters, think of it like testing a new airplane before it's made in flight. You'd want every safety feature verified, right? But the government isn't backing down. Transport Infrastructure Minister Gabrielle Williams brushed off the union's warnings, insisting the event is perfectly safe. She pointed to robust emergency management plans and close collaboration with Fire Rescue Victoria, the state's fire service. Safety is always our top priority, she assured, adding that they uphold the highest standards throughout construction and beyond. Backing her up, Major Road Projects Victoria CEO Duncan Elliott noted that 4 out of 6 final testing phases are complete, with systems like fire suppression deluge mechanisms fully operational. He clarified that the remaining tests focus more on vehicle scenarios, such as evacuating drivers safely, which makes sense for when cars are actually zooming through. This clash highlights a bigger debate: who's right in the tunnel tug-of-war? On one side, firefighters argue for caution, fearing preventable tragedies. On the other, officials push for progress, touting the tunnel as a terrific game-changer for the community. Is this a case of overprotective unions versus bold innovation? Or does the government need to listen harder to frontline experts? It's a controversial point that could divide opinions. What do you think balances progress with precaution? Meanwhile, the government revealed exciting news for another major project: the Metro Tunnel, Melbourne's underground railway upgrade aimed at boosting public transport capacity. Originally slated for early December, it's now set to launch on November 30th, a full week ahead. Premier Jacinta Allan credited the National Rail Safety Regulator's approval for the early kickoff. allowing for final timetable tweaks and hundreds of extra services to serve communities statewide by the end of November. To illustrate, this tunnel will enhance connectivity across Melbourne, reducing overcrowding on existing lines and opening doors for future expansions. Think smoother commutes for commuters heading to work or exploring the city. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese joined Allan at the brand new State Library station for the announcement, humorously describing themselves as infrastructure nerds. He reflected on a decade-long conversation about the project, dating back to his opposition days in shadow transport. This was unplugging the system's bottleneck, he explained, likening it to fixing central congestion that hinders growth. By prioritizing public transport, Melbourne can follow the lead of global cities where efficient metros drive economic vitality. However, the tunnel will start with limited services until February, when the full schedule ramps up, a phased approach to ensure everything runs smoothly. But wait, there's more. As the Westgate Tunnel prepares to open next month, the government announced truck-free nights on Williamstown Road to improve local livability. From 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. on weekdays and over weekends, Friday 8 p.m. to Monday 6 a.m. This road will become a no-truck zone, enforced by newly installed cameras. Road Safety Minister Melissa Horne called it a terrific game-changer, promising quieter nights for western suburbs residents who often endure heavy truck noise and pollution. Exemptions will apply for essential deliveries like groceries and parcels, keeping logistics flowing without disruption. To further ease the transition, land at Brooklyn and Tottenham is being rezoned to encourage container parks to relocate to better spots, a smart move to prevent truck congestion elsewhere. This holistic approach shows how infrastructure projects like these aren't isolated. They interconnect to enhance overall quality of life. In wrapping up, these developments paint a picture of ambitious progress in Melbourne's transport landscape. But the safety debates around the Westgate Tunnel raise eyebrows. Is rushing to unveil these wonders worth the risks, or should patience win out for thorough testing? Do you side with the firefighters' caution or the government's confidence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss whether innovation should ever compromise safety, or if this is just the price of progress in a growing city.